no, I haven't heard anything about that.
Yeah, so each association's got 3 members. Kind of all people, the women are all groups, the women appointed. So we've already had our first major meeting. 2, 2, 3. This is women. Of course, I just have to.
It has to happen now. It's like something right by next date, so it doesn't matter really what you do.
And it doesn't matter. The Bible and the templates, and we just fill in the blanks. That's all it is. So, but I said in there, and I said, I'm the only outsider in this room. I said, so you guys give me basically an idea of how your delegate structure works, how your elections work. And for example, Dan would start telling me how everything works with the DA. And then Dan goes, I'm just explaining the process. Yeah, it was just weird. So, but yeah, I got to go up to.
Wow.
Now here we are working together, and Judy made a comment in our beginning. But don't you think that we all need to break out into our own little groups and make a list of what we want done out of each of our own? No, we're really working collectively as one now, and you need to understand. They all said, I said quiet, and they all said, that's a great idea.
They all feel they're going to lose whatever independence they have in their group. When the point is, it doesn't matter. It has to be a vote. Wow. Well, good luck with that. No, I haven't heard feedback.
I told Steve with our Facebook page for the IBCA, take it down. It's nothing but a bitch session.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
That's right. You're right.
Yes.
Get rid of it.
Yes.
You know, 'cause
Yeah.
I mean, especially in the postseason, that's all they wanted to do is talk about this rule or that rule or the lane conditions.
Yeah.
Take it down.
You know, I read what Nick puts out there, and I'm like, you know what? If I would put something out there, I don't post anything because
microphone so that everybody can hear it.
Okay.
All right, coaches. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take a look at this lane, and then we're going to walk across the back ends on all three pairs. So this pair has been oiled with the Indiana High School Bowling Championship pattern from last year. So this is the exact same pattern your athletes bowled on here at Arrowhead Bowl. So if you haven't seen it, if you guys want to walk down, what we want you to do is, as you walk up and down the lanes, I want you to take a look at a couple things. The first is, remember this pattern is about 4-to-1, right? So it's not a house shot and it's not a sports shot. So you're going to see in the reflection of the oil that it's pretty smooth, all right? It's not flat. It's also not a house shot. When we walk on lanes 5 and 6, in fact, if you look on 5 right now, you can look over there and see the difference, all right? And that's the point, is to get you to actually see what this looks like. So the oil is down here to 41 feet, roughly, and these rangefinders that you have on a lot of these Pro-Am lanes, the first set of these dark boards is 34 to 37 feet. Down here is 41 to 43 feet. So our oil pattern on a 41-foot oil pattern ends right about here. All right? Back here is dry. So keep that in mind. So what I want you to do is I want you to get down on your knee, and I want you to do the following test. Take your finger. I want you to put it on the first board and press very hard down, and then I want you to systematically push your finger into the middle and feel what your finger does as it gets towards the middle. What does it do? it goes faster. Why is that? Because there's more oil in the middle. So think about your bowling ball doing the same thing, right? If it gets in the middle of the lane where there's oil, what's it going to do? It's going to, that makes it slide. So do it, get one more finger, and next time try switching from the front to the back. So if you're in the back, by the way, you can feel that there's no oil down there, right? Go up and down and try a different smear, and you'll see the difference. Okay, so next thing we want to do, real quick, has everyone come back here. So when you come down here, you have to go behind these gray cameras. I'm going to have you walk all the way over to lane 8. I want you to look at the difference of the oil pattern. So this is the high school bowling. Lanes 5 and 6 is the house shot. Lanes 7 and 8 is junior gold. And you can tell the difference in the pattern based on what we saw. So take your time walking through there. It's a dead wall house.
Those
right?
two are the high school ones?
Those are the high school ones. That's the house. Right. And that's the junior gold. On these 2 lanes of the junior gold. Come on, you guys go right ahead. All right. And when you're done, you can just walk right down the cap here, all the way back. Yep.
These are all houses.
This is junior gold.
Junior gold on this one
Yep.
only?
Mm-hmm. These 2 lanes. Yep. You can see how. Remember, we had them play outside on that pair, and so you can see there's a little bit of a cliff of oil outside. It's not as heavy. It's kind of like 5 to 5 oiled, but compared to the house shot over here, completely different. Yep. So when you guys are done, just walk back on one of the middle caps here. You can walk back there. We won't fall or nothing. Okay. Yep. See the difference?
Oh, yes.
House shot, this is junior gold where they have to play outside. You can see there's a little bit less oil in the, right? See, that's why the ball hook's out there, right? Yeah. Yeah. See how it's like a 5 to...
Dry up here.
Yep, you're good. Yeah, you're good. You just walk right in that middle cap all the way back. Sir. There you go. So this is the house shot here. And then this is the Junior Gold TV show. A lot of those guys are playing towards the gutter. You can see there's like a little bit of a cliff there, right? That's why the ball hooks out there. Yep. House shot here, and this is the Junior Gold. You can see it's just it's a little wider. It's not as dull until you get out to like the second or third board.
I got where I at least the length where
Yeah.
just by I run the lanes out there on Sunday morning.
That's the first step. So, yep, you guys can walk right back on the cap back there. You'll be fine, okay?
What is this one?
This is the Junior Gold TV show. That's the house shot over here. This is the house shot on these 2. Yep. You can see it's 10 to 10. It's pretty dry, right?
Okay.
Over here, it's a little wider out to like first arrow. And that pattern, they played outside. So you can see where, especially on the left side, it's really kind of dull right there. Here, it's dull all the way to the 10th, in the 10. Yep.
What are the darker?
Those are just rangefinders. So that's 34 to 37 feet, the first one. Then this one's 41 to 43 feet.
Okay.
So if the pattern's 43 feet, this pattern here is 42. See, it's right. See it end right in the middle of it there.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
You can walk right back on that cap there. Yep. So that's the house shot, and this is the Junior Gold TV show over here. You can see that pattern had some 5 to 5s on it. You can see them down the lane. See on the outside of 5, it's kind of dry. It's a little duller left
near
of
the second rangefinders there?
Yep. Yep. You can see it. It's almost. Yep. That's the difference. And this is the house shot, basically just walled up 10 to 10. Yep. You guys can walk right down that middle cap back too. Okay. So that's the high school bowling. This is the house shot, and that's the Junior Gold TV show. And of course, everything's dry back here, right? It's all clean. There you go. Yep. Yeah, you can see there's like a cliff there at 5, right? Yep. Yep.
Definitely cool to look at it from a different perspective.
Yeah, it is. It's completely different. Especially you can start, we bowled some, you can see some of our ball tracks on some of the lanes, and you can see the, carry down.
Yep.
There it is.
It's
It's right there.
yeah.
Yep. Yep. You guys can walk right back on the middle cap there, no problem. Okay? Yep.
Basic dress lines, essential 3
300.
Oh, man.
The old shims
Oh,
in, away
baby,
you
I love
go.
it. I still got some at home.
Roll the hell out of them.
You absolutely could. Yeah. Okay.
Proprietor uses fire and then ice bath.
Oh, great. What center are you at?
Country Club.
Oh, yeah, that's great. That's what you, I mean, that's what you really want, is that.
And he just bought one of the new Flex
Good.
machines.
That's great. Well, it can do all this then. If he's
Yeah,
got the,
he's
he can
a
do
pain in the
it.
ass.
He can do it all.
He needs to fix his cheetah pattern though, because it does exactly what you talked about. It never comes off.
It just depends, man. So it could be topography. It could be 1,000 things. But you start having those gutter patterns, you know, if you just never know what you're going to
He
get.
just got Murray lanes in.
Oh, okay.
Years ago, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't bowled those in a long time. Yeah. This is the house shot, and that's the junior gold. So, see, house shot, it's got all right in the middle. It's all oil, and the outside's dry. And over here, it's a little bit wider on this junior gold shot. You can see it over here on this lane. That's still the house shot, and this one, you can see it be a little bit wider down here on this lane. Right. You guys can walk right back on that middle cap there. You won't fall. I'll take you right back to your destination.
This gives you a little different perspective.
Absolutely. That's what we want you to see, right. So that's the house shot right here, and this is the junior gold shot. So, yeah, you can see it's just wide. The oil's wider. The dull is way out there. Yep. Yep. So you can walk right on this cap. It'll take you right back. No problem. Yep, you're good. There you go. Okay. All right. You guys see it? That's the house shot, right? All in the middle there, right, 10 to 10, and then over here is a junior gold shot. The oil's a little wider out there, yeah. This is the junior gold. Yeah, this is the junior gold TV show right here.
Is that the same shot that Expo?
No, different.
That was 2 to 2. Then
This has some loads at 5, 6, 7, and then on the way back it's got the 5 to 5s. You can see it. You can see where it's a little drier there to the left of 5. That's what you're seeing. So you guys can walk around that middle cap. Right at 5. Walk around that cap back. The Expo had different shots.
I say because that Thursday when the Expo's done, I bowled on the breakdown pair.
Yeah. It's tough.
What do you take when you're designing a pattern for today's equipment? And I know you, how do you take into consideration how the lane's going to break down? Now, for example, you know when you bowl when you go bowl national tournament, how a team plays the lane affects the shot. How do you make that not be so low in high school? See what I'm saying?
Yeah, hold on. Let me give this to here.
Yeah, you want to. You look at this. If somebody comes out and
Okay. Okay. One thing that we got to do today was actually walk to the back of the alleys and look at the lanes. This is something that's, you probably don't get to do at your home bowling centers all the time. This is to let you know what a pattern actually looks like, how close it looks to what these sheets look like up here. The thing is, if we turned the lights around on the lanes, if we shielded them from the back to the front, you'd be able to see that pattern from the front. But you can't see that up here. This is what we call our invisible field. That's what's unique to bowling. We are the only sport that has an invisible playing field. Okay, that really does say something. So it makes the coaches have to work a little bit harder, makes the athletes have to understand things a little bit better. Now, I had somebody ask me, okay, we can't see that from up here. How do we start to visualize it? Okay, I'm real big on visualization. I honestly feel anytime you can see something, you're going to feel it for an athlete. Okay, so what we're going to do is play with our feel in order to be able to see what we're doing. Okay, with the visualization effects, what we're looking at is distances. When is my ball going to move? Okay, this is all by trial and error mostly, because you don't know. Going into a strange bowling center, you pull out a bowling ball, you have no idea how that ball is going to react the first time you throw it. Well, that's why we have practice. Okay, that gives us an idea of what we need to look for. Okay, what I look for, first thing is distance. Okay, how far is my ball sliding? Okay, I know where 30 feet is. I know where 35 feet is. I know where 40 feet is. Now all I got to do is watch. I got to keep my eyes open. I got to see my bowling ball all the way through the lane. It's not just in the heads. It's not just to the target. If you use a two-target system, it's not just to those two targets. You need to watch that bowling ball go all the way off the back of the pin deck in order to get a good read and a good feel as to what your bowling ball's doing. Okay, people talk to me about, well, why am I leaving so many 10 pins? Okay, well, they're not seeing the ball leave the pin deck, if that's the case. All right, because if they see the ball leaving the pin deck, they're going to notice when they throw the ball, hit the pocket, think it's a great shot, the 10 pin stands there. You know why? It's because the ball itself is on too far right of the 5 pin. They didn't see that. They didn't see their bowling ball was on the right-hand side of the lane, in the pin deck, beyond the pin deck. But if that ball is actually going through the 5 pin and finishing directly behind the 5, you're going to carry the 10. Works the same way on the other side of the 7 pin for the left-handers. Doesn't make any difference. Watch the ball all the way off the pin deck. It's real important. Watch the ball. When does it start its skid, or when does it stop its skid? When does the ball turn up a little bit? When does it make a different type of motion going into the next phase of the lane? Okay, I know they teach nowadays it's the skid, it's the hook, and it's the roll. Okay, personally, I like the fact that the ball actually skids. It has an arc to it, then it rolls. Okay, I don't like using the word hook because a bowling ball actually doesn't hook. A bowling ball moves 1 inch for every 5 to 6 inches it's going down the lane. So you're actually creating an area of arc, not creating an area where the ball is actually hooking. Because it takes a little while for that ball to start moving. So I've always liked using that word arc. It makes a lot more sense to me than it does to hook. But those are the kinds of things I want you to see. Those are the things I need you to really watch and be careful with. What I'm going to do, I'm going to have Kristen throw a ball on each pair of lanes. Each lane has something different on it, okay? How she does this, I'm going to have her throw, everything up the 7 board? Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
7, 8.
All right, we're going to throw the ball up the 7, 8 board in that area. And she's going to do it on each pair. And I want you to watch her bowling ball and see the different reaction that she gets on each pair of lanes. Go ahead. Mind your way? A little bit. Okay. Okay, you notice it was a little weak getting back to the pocket, but she did take the ball right up the 7 board.
I was right up there.
Just a little bit. Okay. Go on over to 5. Throw one up 5. Okay, 5's got, I believe, a house shot on it, doesn't it? Or pretty close to it. Now the ball going up 7 from this angle, she probably ought to carry the ball into the pocket a little stronger. Okay, it even moved up a little too much. Okay, that ball started moving probably, about 30, 31 feet. You need to keep an eye on when that ball starts to move towards the head pin. It's real important. Throw one on 7 and 8.
Please don't laugh.
Okay, she got that ball a little bit wide, but the thing is, she was on a very long pattern. It's a 43-foot pattern. She needs to make sure she gets out into a dry area of the lane. And with this being a sports shot, it makes it a little bit more difficult to do. Now, if on a house shot she does that, the ball's going to come back. Most of the time, you guys are going to be bowling on a house shot. You got a lot of forgiveness to the right or to the left if you're left-handed. But when you're bowling on these sports shots, the pattern's a little bit flatter. You need to make sure you're paying attention to what your ball's doing. You have to react to how you throw the ball or your athlete throws the ball, and each one of them is going to throw it differently. Okay, so you need to understand where they need to be and help them in order to move on these lanes, especially with the sports shots. Okay, that's real important. Go ahead and throw a ball on 6. Try throwing a good one this time. Good. She flipped me off when I turned around.
No.
Nope, that ain't gonna work. That's all right. We forgive you. Okay. I hope today has been something that's helped you guys. If anybody has any questions, please ask. I still got the guys all still around here, I think. If I can't answer your question, I'll get one of them to do it. Please ask. Okay, does everybody understand what we were talking about out here and how we were doing everything? What you guys need to visualize, what you need to see. Remember, everything is an optical illusion out here. Okay, when we were talking about the lane markers on the lanes, those are the constants. Those are the things that never change. Okay, be aware of that. That is as important as the oil pattern is. Because without those lane indicators, you're going to have a real hard time visualizing distances. It's just like the arrows on the floor. Do you know that center arrow is actually, at the tip of it, is 16 feet from the foul line? It's a constant. It never changes. Do you know those arrows are 6 inches long? That's a constant. It never changes. The indicators down the lane, you guys just walked down and seen them. How long are they? 3 feet long. How big is that gap in between them? Between the 15 board and the 10 board? It's 3 feet. Same distance as that indicator is. You get a strike? All right, thank you. So does everybody understand those things? Because those constants are just as important as that invisible field, because those constants are the things that are going to help you see what that invisible field's doing. Are we good with everybody? Steve, you got anything you need to say to him? Okay, he's got a couple things here for cleanup, and we're good. Thank you, everybody, for being here today.